So let's go ahead and talk about homework and what to expect at the college level. So how often is homework due? Well, maybe this is similar to high school, but definitely expect it to be due once, if not twice a week. I know a few professors who accept homework only at the day of the exam, and I only know about one or two professors who don't accept homework at all. But remember, it's meant to prepare you for the quizzes and homework, so it's important to stay on top of. Online homework is often due on days you don't even have class, such as a Sunday night. Or maybe your instructor has class on Mondays and Wednesdays, but homework is due on Fridays. Some professors accept homework late at a reduced point value, but others don't. So be careful if you're in a sequence of math classes and one semester your professor always lets you turn it in late, but the next semester your professor doesn't. It's a bad habit to have gotten into. What types of homework are going to be assigned in college? Well, you may have a professor who assigns good old-fashioned pen and paper homework where you either have the book in front of you or pull it up online to copy down every odd, every other odd problem and work them out. In a remote setting, you'll be uploading your work. But also, we have a lot of different online programs we use in college. ALEX, My Math Lab, WebAssign, Newton. OER stands for Open Education Resource. This is usually free online homework, which can either be online or pen and paper. So what else should I know about online homework? Well, most problems allow you multiple attempts to answer correctly. And again, most of you are probably familiar with online homework. But, there's no reason to not get 100% on your homework because you can do every problem over and over again. And if you personally need more help, this is a great opportunity to request to do a similar problem, even after you've gotten 100% on your homework. And also, there are many different resources to help you solve each problem. Videos of similar problems, step-by-step instructions, links to a textbook. Okay, so here's an example of an online homework problem for statistics. 19 of the 50 digital video recorders, DVRs, in an inventory are known to be defective. What is the probability that a randomly selected item is defective? So it's just 19 over 50. So maybe you jump to your answer palette, type in your 19 over 50 and super excited that you had an easy homework problem. But oh no, I got it wrong. Although your answer is equal to the correct answer, it is not in the correct form. Be sure to read the instructions. Ooh, that's a hard part, reading the instructions. Oh, right here an integer, which is a whole number, which I don't have, I have a fraction, or a decimal. So I could get out my calculator and type 19 divided by 50, or if I know that doubling 50 gives me 100, I could just double 19 to get 38. So 0.38, that's not 38. Or maybe you just type in 0.38 and I can hit enter or check my answer. And fantastic, I got it right. So now I can move on to the next question in the list, or I could hop around. I chose to do number 4 first, maybe I'm gonna do number 15. Ooh, that seems like a long one. If I'm stuck, the great thing is there's all these help options. I can have this step-by-step walk me through the process of solving the problem. I can view a problem identical to it with different numbers that's been solved. I can link to the textbook. I can use this as kind of like an Excel file. I'm not having any technical help, but I could have this question emailed to my professor, or I could print it out to get help with in the computer lab. And now it's your turn to practice. I've created a quick little video about the homework you're going to practice, and then I just want you to complete 3 problems from this assignment. Okay, here's the assignment that you'll be working on. I'm not sure what the title will be by the time you get there, but the important thing is I'm asking you to just please solve any 3 problems from the 27 problems that are listed. And I've broken them down into different types to hit all the different categories of ability. For the algebra track, which is the students enrolled in math 110, 120, 130, or 140, I've broken questions down into linear equations, multiplying, factoring, polynomials, etc. The STEM track is for my trig, pre-calc, calc 1, calc 2, etc. students, giving you different problems that should be about the ability of what you've done last. And for the statistics track, I've given you definition questions, which if you haven't done stats definitions yet, go ahead and go back and work on the algebra problems. It'll be great review. So yes, there's 27 problems, but you only need to complete 3 of them. Once you start, there's no need to set up an account. You'll just start solving a problem. Now you might need pen and paper, but this first problem we can solve in our head because we're combining like terms on the left of the equal sign. And since negative 15x and 16 is positive 1x, we just need to add the 5 to the other side to get negative 10. Now be careful, you might type x equals negative 10, being excited to have gotten a problem right with no work, but I got it wrong. I've got the red x here, the red x here, and as you already knew, I shouldn't have put x equals because it came in the problem. This is where we said you can solve the same problem multiple times until you get it right. So as I move on, this problem maybe seems a little harder for me. Notice I have a help question video available that I did not have available above. Let's look at that really quickly.
We need to solve the equation 7 times the quantity x plus 9 plus 3.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pause that. But as you can see, this problem looks similar to ours with different numbers, and this particular video actually even has the steps of an equation written out. So now I would be able to go back and hopefully simulate that exact process for this particular problem. Or maybe you're more into exponents, and this seems like the sort of problem you want to practice. Now you'll notice I'm going to need a fraction bar, I'm going to need exponents, and I don't see that anywhere on my screen. But the moment I tap into the answer box, everything I need pops up, and I can move over to functions and trigonometry if I need. But under basic, I'm going to go ahead and start with a fraction. 5 will divide into 15 3 times. Now at first you might be tempted to write 1 over 3, but keep in mind I'm going to have these x's, so I don't actually want a 1 in the numerator. And I subtract exponents. So 19 minus 5 is going to give me x to the 14th. It might be tempting to click here, but I don't have the x first. This is just saying for any variable with an exponent. So I need to come type the x first, then I can choose the exponent notation to get my 14. Be careful, y comes next, but if I type the y next, I'm actually still in an exponent. I can either hit the right arrow, the down arrow, and now I can type in the y, and 12 minus 7 is 5, but I need it to be in the exponent. And now I'll go ahead and hit enter, and good job, I got it right. So like I said, there's a variety of problems multiplying polynomials, basic factoring, more advanced factoring, logarithm problems of different varieties, trigonometry problems. We've even got some calculus in here for those of you who know how to take a derivative. And sorry if I'm making you dizzy, but we have some statistics definitions to help anybody who's ready for that.